I'm in Louisville, Kentucky today at the Equip Exposition, which is really a big conference for everything lawn landscaping and hardscaping. But I'm really here looking for residential products, specifically robotic lawn mowers, because I think that's where the future is going. So let's go inside and I'm going to show you what I found. So the Equip Expo is not only a place where you get to look through the showroom and touch and feel and see how these things work, but you can actually use them outside in a real dirt. And so this is, you can't do that at a dealer. You have to come here. And that's why it draws such a big crowd from the industry. Stihl has even come out with a line of robotic lawn mowers. They call it the iMow.
So with here the new iMows. We have a 6 Series, 6 Evo iMow, and the 7 Evo. Okay, it's the first time introducing those mowers at Equip. We started to launch and sell them here in the US this year, 2024. It's a limited release. Not every dealers can right now sell them because we want to train them before installing them. And we have here 2 series. We have the 6 Evo, which can mow up to 0.6 acres, and the 7 Evo. This one is doing 1 acre. Okay, 1 acre for the 7 Evo. Why Evo? It's because it's pretty much an evolution product. Gotcha. We started selling those in 2018 in the US. We've stopped with the older generation. Now we're launching a new generation. MSRP for that one is $34.99, and that one is $26.99.
And are they all RTK?
They are not RTK. They're working with a wire, so you still need a wire.
Okay.
Okay.
How did you make that decision?
Stihl is working on a potential future RTK technology. It's not sure. We're thinking about it. We think that the wire is still reliable. It's the most reliable technology out there. We know that other competitors are doing it, but we have decided to choose the wire because it's reliable.
Okay. All right, I gotta say, Stihl, you are late to the game with the robotic mowers, and to be using boundary wires, I just think that's a mistake. It's a mistake. You got to come out with new technology, not old technology. So I'm here with Allyn, Hane, the lawn care nut.
What up, y'all? Chris, thanks, man. It's good to see you, by the way.
Yeah, you too. So this is the 2600A that I've seen you use for years.
That's the one I've always used, my favorite spreader.
And this is your Yard Mastery brand.
Yep. They're literally, they're exactly the same. The only difference is obviously the coloring and the badging. And then this one comes 95% assembled. So that's the big thing, is these are equipment that you have to assemble from the box. So a lot of stuff like that, this comes already ready to go, like 2 or 3 things to put in. So that's the difference. Already assembled, much easier for most people.
But it's made by Earthway.
It is, yeah. It's their spreader. They just branded it for me.
Very good.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, yeah, so my name is Mike, Regional Sales Manager with Segway Navimow. We have currently right now on the market 3 different product lines that we're advertising today. We'll start with Generation 1. Generation 1, right next to myself here, this is the H Series. H Series was our original design, original bot. From there we grew into the I Series, which is going to be the 2 other units listed here with an advanced RTK system. We call it EFLS, Exact Fusion Location System. Now with that, so RTK giving that kind of that GPS pinpoint precision of accuracy where it's at 1 to 3 centimeters, along with an AI vision for object detection and to help in those trouble spots where you get a little kind of a weaker RTK signal. From there, we've advanced into what we're launching today here at the Equip Show. This is the X3 model. There's going to be 4 different sizes ranging anywhere from ½ an acre to 2.5, along with the possibility of an accessory attachment such as a line trimmer.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, I see you're showing it on the side there.
Correct. Yeah, so this is pretty new technology, especially to the industry, to have a robot mower along with a line trimmer attachment with it. This particular model, not only is it with our 3.0 advanced EFLS system, but it also provides 300-degree view of cameras, so really working through those trouble spots and giving a real detailed view of what's happening. This particular unit with these larger wheels and the traction arm, we're seeing 27 degrees of slope control.
And when is this available?
So this particular model, we're launching it today. We will start production and be available for spring of 2025.
We'll send it out to you. Thank you.
You bet.
Now that's an autonomous mower. Has always been known for its gas-powered tools, like this lawnmower right here, but they are also getting into electric more and more because that's the way the industry's going. Not only for residential, but also for commercial. I mean, look at the size of this thing.
So it's
this is what it looks like underneath there.
You're communicating all kinds of
There's an autonomous stander with nobody standing.
Hello guys, welcome to our booth. My name is Cham. I'm the head of sales at Mammotion. So today we are at the Equip Expo 2024. So today we have two different models here. This is a Yoker and that one is our Looper 2. Those two different models are our best-selling product on Amazon and also on our Mammotion.com. So for the Looper 2, let's talk about the Looper 2 first. Our Looper 2 is the best-selling product, and our product's biggest strength is the all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive make it can be very capable to climb up to 38 degree slope. That is the top feature in the market, and it comes with the on-it wheel, which make it can do the zero turn without damaging the grass. So that is our top features. And also we use the RTK signal solution with the 3D vision. And also we have those three different dots here. Those are the radar sensors which can detect any pets and kids running on the lawn. And we have three different models here, like 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 10,000. Those are the number stands for the square meters, and it can mow up to 2.5 acres here. So those are the best one in the market. Our another model is the Yoker. The Yoker, we just launched it in July. So you can see that our Yoker has two-wheel drive here, but it can also climb up to 24 degree slope here. So this one we are targeting the smaller families consumer customer. And you can see that our Yoker model comes with the small basket. That basket can collect the fallen leaves and also the grass being cut. So those are our two different models. Feel free to reach out to us and visit our Mammotion.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At Sunseeker's booth, I got a good look at the boundary-free Orion X7 robot mowers, which feature a 14-inch cutting width, plus a wide range of cutting heights from 0.8 to 4 inches tall. I say mowers because the base X7 can mow up to 3/4 of an acre, the Plus can mow 1.5 acres, and the new Pro level can mow up to 3 acres. So I had a couple of celebrity sightings besides seeing Allyn Hane. There was John Perry in the next booth, and I also happened to stalk Jake the Lawn Kid. Yep, that's him on that skid steer. So I was a little creepy there. Didn't want to make a spectacle of myself, but that's Jake. Husqvarna is showing a whole brand new suite of lawnmowers, not only robotic lawnmowers, they even have a zero turn over here. This is a professional zero turn here.
So we're really excited. This is a brand new product launch for us. This is what we're calling our IQ series. The reason why we're calling it our IQ series is because it's the smartest mowers that are going to be out there. It's sort of two platforms, and we'll go over each one individually. The first one is our non-all-wheel drive. There's 3 models in this range. There's a 410, 420, and 440. Those range in capacity from a ½ acre all the way up to 2 acres. Starting price on that is $29.99 up to $42.99, so very priced competitively. And then we have the all-wheel drive model. It's still in this IQ series family, but now you can tackle 70% slopes. It's still fully wireless, and it has a price tag of $49.99. So the important thing to remember with both of these is that these are fully wireless mowers. They use our EPOS technology, which is an RTK technology, but our proprietary EPOS operating system. On top of just that, these are both fully wired mowers. So we're not leaving the past behind, we're bringing the past into the future. We have 30 years of experience as robotic mower manufacturers and developers, heavily in the wired, the last 6-7 years in the wireless technology space. And so we're taking both of those technologies, wrapping them in a nice pretty package and presenting them here today. I want to talk about this one a little bit more because this is the one that's going to be the real game changer in the market. There's a lot of competition right now, and this is...
How big of a yard can it do?
What was that?
How big of a yard can it do?
The entry model can do a ½ acre yard, all the way up to a 2 acre yard, depending on what you need, right? So you have to ask yourself 2 questions: how big of a yard do I have? How much slope do I have? This can handle 45% slope. That can handle 70% slope. The important thing to remember with this, though, is that this has a 1 to 4 inch cut height. So you've got quite a wide diversity of grasses in the United States, from Bermuda to zoysia to centipede to tall fescue and fine fescue and Tuckey bluegrass, and they all like getting cut at different heights, just like we all like having different haircuts. And so with a 1 to 4 inch cut height system, you have that flexibility. So no matter where you are in the United States, this is the right mower for you, right?
Now you said something about it has boundary wire and RTK?
So yes, correct. So we are leading with our EPOS technology, which is our wireless technology, but it's also a wired mower, right? So it has a wired connection points in the charging station. It has the ability to pick up loop signals. What it also means is that if you have areas in your yard that EPOS or just any RTK technology for that matter just never really cut it would get stuck and stop a lot, you can run wired to that area and it will continue to operate as normal. So it'll continue to operate in systematic lines, in straight parallel lines, even when it enters that area where it loses satellite.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But these are really great machines. We're really excited to launch this next year. And when
it's a next year thing.
2025.
Okay.
2025. March 2025 is when you'll start to see these hit the market.
Okay. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Hey there, I'm Kevin O'Connor, and we're at the Equip Expo, and you guys are watching HandyDadTV. How's that?
Mowrator was at the show with a really beefy mower with an automatic bagger. It's like the size of a standard mower they just took the handle off of. It actually has a steel deck and a 21-inch blade, but they're currently remote controlled, which means a human needs to direct it. I don't really want to follow my robot mower around with a remote control. I think that defeats the purpose. May be useful to some, but I don't think that's where things are headed, in my opinion. The good news is that Mowrator does expect to be releasing an autonomous version next year. Although Crest was a huge sponsor at the expo, their robot offerings are designed and priced for commercial use, so I really didn't evaluate them. But they are really nice looking machines for sure.
All right, guys, so I'm Ken Coleman with Yarbo. I'm one of the co-founders, and we want to go over what's new for 2024 with Yarbo. So if it's all right, let's head over this way. We'll take the main body first. So this is Yarbo's new core, and it has some pretty cool upgrades. So one of the first upgrades is the motor is actually 20% more powerful, the drive motors, than last year. The other big upgrade is that it now has 2 cameras in the back. Before, for the lawn, we had a bumper and we had ultrasonic sensors, but now we have cameras in the back, which is a big deal, both for obstacle avoidance and to do navigation when you don't have a GPS signal, so if you lose a GPS signal under trees and things like that. The other thing that allows this to do is to drive backwards as if it was driving forwards, so less turning when you're mowing the lawn and things like that. The other thing is, which is really big with this new core, is modularity. So now there's actually a port in the back to hook up modules in the back. So lawnmower has to be in the front, but the blower can actually be in the front or the back. So you can have the lawnmower hooked up and the blower at the same time. We also have a liquid sprayer coming out for the back and a granular spreader as well. So in the winter time and the summertime, those both can be used, right, for either de-icing purposes or pre-emergent, post-emergent type applications. All the cameras are heated. Also for this year, we have adjustable antennas. So these are the low antennas for cutting the lawn, right, so you don't knock the antennas off on branches. And then in the winter time, we actually give you extensions to raise these up so they don't get covered in snow. So that's another big deal. This antenna is a big deal. This is Wi-Fi Halo. So previously, you had to basically blanket your yard in Wi-Fi. Now we have our own communication protocol that covers 32 acres of area. And the cool part is it's high bandwidth enough that you can transmit or teleoperate and see what Yarbo sees in real time without the need for a 4G subscription. We do have 4G built in for anti-theft, but it's not required, which is really, really nice. So that's another really cool thing. You'll notice there's headlights or lights all the way around on each camera, so Yarbo can operate at night, which is a big deal. Every module has these two cameras in the front. They work just like our eyes work, and a soft touch bumper. So these two cameras take the distance between each other and can tell where obstacles are and how to avoid them. Also with this blower, one thing that's really nice is that it has this outlet here, but you can take this off and you can put on that hose over there and you can actually use it handheld. So if you want to get into flower beds or blow off your car or get into areas where Yarbo can't, you can still use the power of the blower portably. So also we have a tow hitch on there, which is new, because that tow hitch actually, it can sense when that tow hitch is on and go into tow mode. So if you want to tow an aerator or a dethatcher that you already have, you can put Yarbo in tow mode. Say you're towing something 4 feet long, 4 feet wide, and you want to, say, maybe a foot overlap, and it'll go and autonomously tow it. The other big thing with this is Bluetooth connectivity. So now it's much easier to pair with the unit. Also, there's speakers in here that you can actually play music with, and a microphone. So that's another cool thing. Oh, one other thing. Quick change tracks. So now we can actually, in under 5 minutes aside, you just take off 4 little screws on this plate. There's 1 bolt in there to loosen, and you can swap our turf track, which is for our winter track. For the snowblower. Correct. So speaking of grass, this is the lawnmower. So this is our new version of the lawnmower. So again, it has dual cameras in the front, soft touch bumper. We changed the placement this year of the ultrasonic sensors to perform a little bit better. So binocular cameras for obstacle detection, rain sensor. There is this front module. Actually, a big thing with this is it articulates left, right, so horizontally, and up and down to follow the contour of the ground. The other thing is this soft touch bumper. So, yeah, sure. So there's a steel skirt that actually goes all the way around the bottom there. Yeah. So you can go over up to 2-inch high obstacles like cement pavers, big tree roots. So that's a really cool thing. And then the other thing is there's a tension spring to take the weight off these front wheels. So if you're on soft ground, they won't sink in. It also always makes the module want to go up and over things as opposed to buckling. So that's really important. The other really big thing with this is accessory ports. So we have an accessory port on the left and on the right. So our first accessories are coming out in the springtime of 2025, and that's an edger and a trimmer. So Yarbo...
They're going to be autonomous.
Autonomous, correct. Yeah, 100%. That really seems to be like the last piece of the puzzle with mowing the lawn, right?
Yep.
And then we obviously want to have different modules for, aerating and dethatching and things of that nature.
Now, the other cool thing about it is that
Yep.
it is wireless charging, right?
Yeah, correct. So yeah, it's inductive. So let's go over here. So yeah, this was a big deal because especially in the winter time, right? We don't want the chance of frozen contactors, of shorting out, that type of thing. So this uses induction, and then it uses electromagnetic sensors to detect when it's on this charging station. And in the winter time, it'll basically pull in, snow blow off this charging pad itself to clear it of snow. Then it'll pull back out and then back in to charge. So that way, the next time it goes out, it's not buried and it's clear and ready to go. So that's a big deal for sure. And then if we walk over here, actually, I'll tell you what, why don't we show the snowblower real quick, and then we'll do the data center. So this is the snowblower module we just took off. Some really cool upgrades. Again, this now has the same binocular cameras that all our other modules have. Of course, for the snowblower, it's actually heated, so we never have to worry about ice buildup or snow buildup and not being able to see. It's the same thing for all the cameras on the main body of Yarbo. They're all heated. We also switched from a plastic chute to a steel chute, which is a big deal, especially for wet snow. So that's really important. And then we also have this integrated scraper bar here. We've revised the headlights a little bit and this front cage as well. This is obviously like our protection fence until people get used to like the obstacle avoidance. Most people end up taking this off, but we ship with it on. And then obviously there's also a replacement for people that don't know. You can take these bars off and actually attach a plow, put Yarbo in plow mode, and it will work and push the snow side by side. I shouldn't say snow. This can handle wet snow, the snowblower, but if you have like slush, the plow is a great module for that.
You thought of everything.
Yeah, tried to. So let's take a look at the data center, because that's also been revised. So this is our new data center. Everything's integrated into this unit. It actually uses one cable, so that cable's power over Ethernet to send power and data to the data center. So that gets its internet. It also has Bluetooth. Here's our GPS antenna and Wi-Fi Halo. Wi-Fi Halo is what gives us that good bandwidth over a really long range. The other really nice thing about this, it has a dedicated offline mode. So if you lose internet, but you can still power this with, like, say, a small battery bank, you can actually still operate Yarbo autonomously, which is really nice. So if you get a blizzard and you lose power, or you lose internet, which is maybe more common than losing power, Yarbo will still work, which is really nice, autonomously. Yarbo obviously will always also work manually controlled.
Great. What's this down here? Just a power for that?
Yes, okay. Correct.
Boy, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very welcome.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next one.